What do you feel now?
Well, at the moment it feels like I'm postponing everything, the emotional wise, because there's still so much to do that evenings are the only time I get to actually think, and I think the reality hasn't set in. It will only set in when I actually go back home and meet my family.
So you're going back to your family soon, like?
We don't know when,
Oh.
because we are still waiting for the autopsy results, and that's the most important.
Mm.
Only when we receive that, we will know what to do next.
So we know for 1 week, so 1 month ago, we all whatever happens, we know all that. Then what is the right position of the police? What are they saying? Or like even yesterday you had a press conference, and what is the current position of the case now?
The police is doing everything to find out what happened, and they also want to see the autopsy results, because that will tell a lot the scientific side of it. But they're now active on this investigation. They're trying to understand what happened with my sister.
So what were the hope when you came to Kerala now? What was the planning and all, like, and what happened actually when you came about your sisters?
My sister suffered from a post-traumatic depression, and they couldn't help her in Europe. She already was suffering since August, and there wasn't much improvement. And we are thinking what could be the alternatives. So I did a lot of research into Ayurvedic treatment.
How do you get to know that Ayurveda is like good for?
We all like back home in Latvia. We all are very aware of Ayurveda. There's also some Ayurvedic like doctors, but not clinics. So if there was a possibility, we would have tried it in Latvia, but there's only doctors. So we wanted place where she is in peaceful environment, where every aspect is taken care of. It's a correct diet, correct herbal medicine, treatments like Shirodhara, massages. There is also a specialist available if she became ready to talk to somebody. And when we were there, we could see she was improving. She was becoming more active. She started to smoke when she started to suffer from depression. I think gave her reason to escape from people, so she could actually go away, be on her own, and then come back when she felt like she can. And she already was talking about stopping smoking. She was coming every morning to yoga, and everybody said it. Doctors said it. She was praying every night, and yeah.
So everything was going in a structure or the perfect way. But when there is the problem came, what was it? Like all this happened, no? What was the start of it? How it began?
You mean but she left it that morning?
Yeah.
By, I don't know how she decided to go to the beach, and now when we have found the place where her body was, and it turns out it's so close, I didn't know what to think why she left. But when I think now everything's through, that morning we would go for yoga at 6:30 every morning, and she also had woken up and she already was in her yoga clothes. That's how she actually left the clinic. So I went into bathroom to get ready, and I came out and she was back. She just lied down on a bed in her yoga clothes, and I went over and I said, "Is everything okay?" He said, "You coming for yoga?" And she said, "Oh, I actually have a bit of headache. I just want to lie down." And she also would have a private session later for more breathing exercise. She said, "You go to the class and ask the teacher what time is my private session, and I'll meet you when you're back." So I said, "Do you want any medicine for headache?" She said, no, it's just slight, it will be okay." So I just took wet towel, put my forehead, gave her a kiss, little cuddle. I said, "Okay."
So do you feel that she was planned to leave that home?
I didn't think so, no. Because when she asked what time is her private session, but when we arrived at the center, the doctor told us, if you want to sometimes leave, you don't have to be here stuck all the time. There's a beach nearby, you can go see elephants. So what I'm thinking is that maybe when I left for the yoga class and she had a headache, she maybe decided, I remember there's beach, and I go for a walk. But I think maybe she didn't realize that this beach is actually a resort, because the doctor only said it's a beach. And when she went to the rickshaw driver, she also said, she didn't say, bring me to Kovalam beach, because we have never been there. So maybe she just said to the rickshaw driver, can I go to beach? And he named few, and then he said, maybe Kovalam. And
so she didn't know about the Kovalam beach, but the auto driver led her to the...
Yes, because she just said beach, and he suggested maybe Kovalam, and she said how much, and he said how much it is, and she said okay.
Okay, then what about the cash and all with her? Her expenses and all?
And that's another thing that would lead me think that she was intending to come back, because she had 2,000 rupees and with her.
Are you sure about the money and all that perfectly?
Yes, because she didn't have separate money. Her card was blocked because she didn't notify her bank. So we were using only my money. And a few days before that, we went to city, and because we were running low on money, we only had a little bit left. And I took out 10,000, and we didn't spend much of it. So I was able to count back to see how much money was missing.
Okay, so then with this 2,000 rupees, what are things she could do? Like about the coat and all, it is not her coat. She was wearing another coat. Like coat,
She was wearing only the yoga outfit. So black leggings and the sky blue top with a print on front. And she took nothing else with her. She took a pack of cigarettes, lighter, and 2,000 rupees in hand. And rickshaw driver also said that she had money in the hand. And I also knew that it's my sister who took the rickshaw, because she asked him how much it is. She would never let him to do the service, not making sure that...
But today the auto rickshaw driver told that he got 800 rupees.
Yes.
With her. So it proves that she had some money with her.
Yes. That's why I'm thinking that she intended to come back, and she also knew that I have enough money to come back, because he told her already how much it is.
So what's the perception? What happened to her? Like in your...
What I think now, when everything, the picture is more full, is that she went there thinking that this was a beach where it's nice and quiet, where she can sit down and think and walk and come back. But when she arrives, she sees Kovalam, which is a resort. So maybe she just sitting there or looking confused, and maybe somebody asked her, but I don't know is what kind of intention is, what you're looking confused, what's going on. Maybe she tell them, I came to the beach, but this is very busy, and they maybe told her, look, I know one place, it's very nice there, you come. And because she has depression, she would be very trusting, and if they appeared nice, she would trust them.
Sorry for asking, but still, is she a drugger or like using so much of alcohol or some other drugs?
No.
Like nothing?
No.
Nothing. So we can't lead a news to that kind of like using ganja or cigarette or something like. No, she was using cigarette, but other medicines like anything like that.
Nothing.
She was not using.
Nothing. My sister has never been interested in drugs. She wouldn't be even interested in partying. She would never go to nightclubs. She would not go to like bars. She would sometimes in Europe she would have maybe a glass of nice wine with dinner maximum. Nothing like drinking or getting drunk, drugs, nothing. Never did.
Again, coming to that yoga area now, that yoga class, you know that your sister was missed once the morning now. Then what did you do after that with her husband Andrew? What did you do soon after that? After came to know that she is missing, what did you do?
Andrew wasn't there. I came with my sister, two of us. Andrew was back in Ireland working. I have my own business. I took time out 2 months to come to India with her to bring her over. And the moment we realized that she took a rickshaw to Kovalam beach, myself and 3 people from Dharma Ayurveda Center, we got in a car and straight away went to Kovalam beach.
Now, how do you know that the sister went to Kovalam exactly?
Well, first when I came from yoga, she wasn't there. I thought she gone out for. There was a place where she goes for a cigarette.
Okay.
So she wasn't at the room, and the yoga teacher came for the private session like 10 minutes later. So I said, I go and get her. And I went there, and she wasn't there. First I thought, okay, she had a headache, maybe she went for our usual walk, because every morning we would walk 1 hour, every evening we walk 1 hour. So I said, Shibu, the yoga teacher, I think she gone for a walk, I'll quickly go get her. So I ran all the route where we go, and I didn't find her. And that's where I started to get worried, because that was where we always go. So I came back to Dharma Ayurveda and I said, I don't know where Leega is. I said, have you seen her? Have you seen her? and then we realized nobody's seen her. So we started to go to different roads nearby, and few of the guys they had scooters or motorbikes, so they went to closest junction where you can get the auto rickshaw, and they just asked, "Have you seen this girl?" And one of the drivers, they said, "Yeah, this girl came this morning. We think it's definitely her." And the driver brought her to Cobham Beach.
There is no security and all in that Ayurvedic beach.
There is a security guy at the gate, yeah.
And he didn't know that she's going out, like no restrictions there.
But everybody goes for a walk.
Okay.
There's a hill walk, and every single patient take a nice walk in a fresh air and come back. But there is a security guy at the center, yes.
Okay. So she went to Kollam, and you came by searching her. Then what happened? Like police station and all.
We arrived. It was so my sister could have arrived there about 8:30. We arrived about 11:30 like this.
Around 3 hours difference.
2-3 hour difference, yes. And I had my phone with me, so I straight away looked at the picture that is the closest, how she looked when she left, and we started to ask everybody, "Have you seen this girl? Have you seen this girl? Have you seen this girl?" So one rickshaw driver at the rickshaw stand recognized her, said, "Yeah, I saw this girl, she got out," and he didn't know she went left or right. But then we walked the main beach where there's a traders, and one more person said that they seen her, but they think that she went south, and this was actually a big problem because we actually, when Andrew arrived, we went first south. That's why, like, I think if we thought she went north, we would have go more there. But it's not so easy to walk north. But now we have checked, you can do it. But at that point we thought, no, she went south. And we spent so much effort and time searching south.
Coming to the end, you have tried to visit our Home Minister, then DGP and all, but still you are not getting a correct answer, or you are not seeking what you are seeking for. You are not getting what you are seeking for. So what do you feel about Kerala people and all now?
I said it many times, like that my feeling about India or Kerala has not changed even with this, because I understand that in every country there's a certain level of crime, there's a certain moment of unlucky situation, and this can happen anywhere in the world.
But we really feel guilty for this, It's like a kind of shame. It's kind of shame because some of us doing some crime, and it's called for all our country is being known for this crime. Even for the all, but still the ministry level they are not doing the proper thing. Do you feel like that? Ministry level, police level, they are not arranging the case, or they are not seeking for the case. Do you feel like that?
I feel like it's a problem within the system. It's really hard, and it comes to no use to finger point who did what wrong. The most important thing is to look at what could we do better for the future, so that nobody else has to go through this. And I read that first 24 hours in a missing person's case are the most crucial. So if some police receives a person and they're saying, even after 8 hours, they're saying, "Look, my sister is missing, or my brother is missing, or my husband is missing," and I have checked with everybody who they normally go to, all the friends, we all have mobile phones nowadays. If I have checked with everybody and I know this person was heading somewhere, like, I think you should start looking, and you will spend less resources, because if they looked in 24 hours or first 3 days, if they really put in effort finding her, they would have saved so much money, the country's money. They would save so much pain of going to media for everybody, not only for me, because I know that nobody is happy in this situation. I know police is not happy in this situation. I believe that they genuinely wanted to help my sister, that they wanted to find her, but it was just that the action was delayed. And as I said, I have no bitter feelings, and I know that my sister would absolutely not want anybody in Kerala feel guilty for this. She would be the first to say, like, "Guys, this is not your fault, what happened." And even with this case that we think that it's a homicide, I know that my sister wouldn't even be interested to find this person. All I want is that if it is homicide, that it's acknowledged that it is homicide. I talk to my mom and dad, they say, we don't want this person to be punished. What for? Like, God will punish him, but it's just not to bury it in the wrong way. That she
I just saw a
has
book
the
here,
justice.
Forgive and Love.
Yeah.
Is it about your situation you are reading, or
No, I'm a Christian,
Can I
so
take?
yeah,
Ah.
you can take.
see, she's reading a book, Forgive and Love.
Yeah, and but that's what it is about. It's
Yeah.
the God's own country, and that's what I have
Do you
experienced.
still feel it's a God's own country?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do, and I absolutely do, and that's why sometimes when I watch back, what sometimes happens in media is they show one sentence of what I said, so they don't see the full picture of what is my attitude, what is my sister's attitude, and as I said, like I was talking to Andrew, and I said, you know what? I even know like what my sister, what this situation. Let's say if it was a crime and she was violated, I know that you know what she would say. She would say what Jesus Christ said, like forgive them because they don't understand what they are doing. She was this way. This is how she lived.
Okay, one more question. Can you compare your police, your country's police and Kerala police, like how much we should improve and all? Like leave that one. Leave. I'm changing the question. Can you
Okay.
compare it?
Yeah, it's hard to compare because I thankfully have not come across such situation back home. But I think that to pick this profession as such, police, means that your promise to the people of the country is that I'm here to protect you and help you. It's not a power exercise. It's not about wearing uniform. It's none of that. People should not be scared of police. People should be looking up to police. They should be proud of their police. And this is what police should, like, for you wear that uniform, be proud of it. Be proud that you are here to protect. And I think now they should look, okay, we have this missing case and this is what happened, so let's take the lesson. So if we have the person walking in tomorrow saying my sister is missing, my brother is missing, so what do we do now? So how do we react? That should be addressed.
So you have something else to tell me without asking a question, like around any missing point?
No, I think I would like to go back to the Kerala people, all the Keralites, and say them such a big thank you for helping, because we were walking around all the small villages and there's loads of poor people and they all welcome us, they offer food, they're so kind. We were going into churches and they all are saying, we're praying for your sister, we're praying for your sister. So I know it's not only our family that's heartbroken, it's the people of Kerala. And I don't want them to feel this, like feel the grief, but don't feel guilty.
Like I was doing live here, no? So my Malayali Vartha, all over the world, all Malayali will see, all over the world they will see. So everybody asking, sister, sorry, sister. Every we can put comment, no? All the comment were just like that, sister, sorry. So you're just like our sister now. So
no, that's how Kerala actually made me feel, like for real. It's same as in the Bible. Jesus always say, love each other as sister and brother, and that's how I felt here. That all the people really felt for my sister. They all were praying for her to find them. They are as heartbroken as we are. But take away the guilt. Don't feel guilty. It's not your fault.
we have seen you crying with her photo, and we could not help. We could not do anything. We have so many people with like him. They have tried their best to find her, and even media have tried, but we could not do anything. We could not find her. It was same like your position only, like that only. Then we could not do anything. It's just like our fault, something like that. So we'll mind up now.
It will be, if goodness can come out of this would be the most important thing for the memory of my sister. That there's a goodness that comes out of it, and that's what is remembered. That the system was changed, things were changed for the people of the future, for Kerala, for India. That this issue is addressed. That's all I want, and that's what she would have wanted. She would have never want anybody to feel guilty, bad, ashamed. That would be the worst thing. She would wanted this to teach something to people and just improve.
So what's your future plan like? Next, what is your next moment? Even you are still only waiting for your case reports, or you are doing something else like your own like.
Well, at the moment, it's been mostly meeting media to address what has happened, and I've been in touch today. I spent all morning getting back to old friends and gathering some pictures from Riga, and yeah, so now we're just waiting really for the autopsy results.
Are you going to meet Chief Minister again, or Kerala Chief Minister?
I haven't met the
Mm.
chief minister yet. We tried to meet him once, but I think there was some misunderstanding, and that's why I think this issue also should not be made big. There's no need. It's very small, to be honest, the way I see it. I would like to meet him. Also, to say exactly what I said to you is that I have no bitter feelings for Kerala or anybody.
Mm. So we'll bind up. I wish you all the best in future life. Be
Thank you
good.
so much.
I am so thankful for you for not making us any bad thinking in your mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much.